Hi, my name is Brooke and I also go by ttazzart. I'm an 18-year-old artist. I mostly draw characters, but I really just draw what comes to mind. I got together with my significant other to make this documentary about my art journey. Like most kids, I started to draw fairly young. I would draw like my family, sunny day, flowers and such, and on long drives to faraway hockey games, I started to bring just a notebook so I could draw what I saw, what I was thinking about. And then in grade 5 or 6, I came across this comic called Hawkeye by Matt Fraction and David Aja. I was absolutely fascinated by the design and the characters, the story. Really fell in love with it, and I really liked how Aja drew, so I started to draw more and got inspiration from him. At that time, I wanted to be a doctor. I wanted to find a cure of some sort for the arthritis my mom had. Then in grade 9, I went on a school trip to New York City, and that quickly changed. When I went on that trip, I was taking art in school and I was really loving it. But then I went to the museums and I got to bask in the glory of the world's best artworks. Something clicked, and ever since then I've wanted to pursue art as a career. Grade 9 art is where I'm going to start off on. So it was a starting point. It was a little rough, but that's when I started to get serious. A lot of pencil work and learning how to shade. Then I started digital, and I didn't plan anything. It was rough. But overall, it was okay. I learned a little bit of anatomy. I learned how to draw faces and how to shade faces, though. Grade 10, still kind of rough. I mean, I don't like looking back at my old art because I find it bad, of course, because it's from years ago. And my style's changed, but I started to practice hands a bit more, which are very hard, still can't draw them very well. Any artist who can draw hands, I'm very impressed by you. Shading again, keep practicing a lot of pencils. Digitally, still going, well, actually, in grade 9, I created my first OC Doyle, and he's still around today. And I drew him a couple more times in grade 10, but mostly I've been drawing him in grade 11 and 12. Grade 11, things were looking up. Digital art was coming together. I learned how to use layers and occupancy, and it just overall it looked more like when I was drawing characters, it looked more human-like rather than sloths. I started using ink a bit more, which I really like ink. I just don't use it often because I'm scared of how permanent it is. But yeah, I made this mask for, I think it was some project for school. I made a cool mask out of cardboard. That was fun. I recommend using cardboard, and overall, good year. Grade 12, I started to like my art a lot better. I started to draw with a consistent style, and I still have that style today. I used markers a bit more. I started to make a couple pieces of markers. I did my first oil painting, first and only oil painting, of from a band called Ghost, and some ink, a lot more anatomy and learning that. I was also in grade 11 though, but still learning anatomy, still figuring that out. It's a tough journey, but hope it brings me somewhere to where I absolutely adore my art. My 3 biggest art inspirations would be, they're on Instagram, Pat Makes Art, Crooked Glass, and Lord Gris. I find that their character design, beautiful. I love how, especially Crooked Glass and Pat Makes Art, their like line art is very clean and angular. Everything's very angular and I like that. And then Lord Gris, it's just nice and like pleasing to the eye. That's how I want my art to be. And of course David Aja with his, character design and how he draws faces, and yeah. My favorite piece I've done is Hidokiri from For Honor. Don't know if I'm saying that right, her name. But I drew that for my significant other, and it's a lot of fun. A lot of detail, and it's very challenging. It's not like something I've really done before. I usually just do a normal character design. This one had a lot of detail. And I think I did good. And it's a good memory. I like it. Nice colors, yeah. My favorite part would have to be sketching, because it's really part of the creative process, planning out what you're doing. Line art is my least favorite, because I'm a perfectionist, but coloring is a lot of fun too. I like coloring and sketching the most. It means I can share what I think, what I'm feeling with the world. Maybe it'll make somebody's day and be like, hey, that's cool. I don't know, I just hope people like it as much as I do, but if they don't, that's okay too. The only thing that's really changed is me planning more lately. Now that I'm planning where I put everything a lot more, making detailed sketches, I actually, it comes out nicer and how I like it and want it to be. Before I just kind of went for it, which is fine too, just I like to be organized, and yeah. My end goal is vague, but I want to make a living off my art, if that's possible. Whether I'm some kind of video game designer and I'm creating characters and I do freelancing on the side, or I'm full-on tattoo designer or artist, doesn't matter to me. I just want to pursue art.